Mike Powers, who actually has the latest on the Las Conchas fire.
All right, Nikki, thank you very much. As you mentioned, the fire is unofficially at about 90,000 acres. That's up about 20,000 from yesterday. It is still about 3% contained. But the good news is that there are no fires in Los Alamos or on the property of Los Alamos National Lab. Let's head to Los Alamos right now. Our David Romero is live near the Medical Center on Trinity in Los Alamos with more on all of this. David?
Well, there's a good reason for that, Mike, that they were able to prevent the fires from coming close or even approaching the Los Alamos lab property. That's because they took measures yesterday to do preventative measures, rather, to burn off some of the potential fuel that could have ignited or could have been ignited by spot fires and caused damage to the property. They did have a 1-acre spot fire there earlier this week, which they were able to extinguish, but they have been going out through the western part of the city and, of course, the lab property, making sure that they can prevent those kind of things from happening. Now, echoing what the governor had mentioned earlier this week at one of the noon press conferences, is that she is urging all New Mexicans to not use fireworks this 4th of July holiday, and because of that too, White Rock, which is just down the hill from here in Los Alamos, has canceled their 4th of July show and celebration this year. And that's good reason, because not only because it's a volatile area, but this is something that the governor has asked people here in New Mexico to do. There are other ways, as has been mentioned, that you can celebrate the 4th, but avoiding lighting fireworks is just one of those.
And of course, David, the people at the National Lab are very concerned about keeping their radioactive materials and other experiments safe, and they have said all along this week, hey, everything is safe, we've got this under control.
I'm sorry, Mike, you cut out there just a little bit on that last part of the question.
Well, I was just talking about how Los Alamos National Lab, the officials there, are trying to reassure everyone that lab property is safe. Basically, no matter what happens there, they have security in place to keep their experiments and radioactive materials safe.
Exactly, Mike, and that's what the lab officials have stressed all week, is that the areas where they have those containers that contain the radioactive waste that are just, be it clothes and tools that they were using, those are in secured drums in a secured area. And even from the Cerro Grande fire, they took preventative measures to make sure that that area will not have fuels that can burn and get to it, and they're continuing to keep a watch on it through this fire right now.
David Romero reporting live in Los Alamos. David, thank you so very much. And of course, we're all keeping an eye on the winds today, because they're supposed to change a little bit. And I know, Kristen, you'll have more on that coming up in just a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, today is going to be the key day when it comes to battling this fire. It's going to be the toughest day for the firefighters so far. We're going to be looking at stronger winds today, and then yesterday the winds were more southeasterly, so that was pushing the fire away from Los Alamos. Today, yeah, it's going to be pushing more out of the southwest, and so that could potentially push the fire into Los Alamos. So all eyes on that, and the winds again even stronger today. And then this year we're just so dry. We have the drought, and a lot of comparisons have been made between the fires, this fire and the Cerro Grande fire 11 years ago, and we're in worse shape now than we were then.
Well, this is actually now New Mexico's most destructive fire season ever. So I mean, that says a lot. And I mean, the whole country this year, I don't know. Mother Nature really needs to change her mood. That's all I'm going to say.